Teenager's murder of mother and attempted murder of stepfather captured on security camera. On March 19, 2024, the tranquility of a quiet residential area in Brandon, Mississippi, was shattered by a frantic 911 call. Heath Smiley, his voice trembling and barely comprehensible, screamed to the dispatcher, "I don't know what happened. My daughter tried to shoot me. She's shooting me." As police swiftly arrived at the residence on Ashton Way, they encountered a horrifying scene. Heath, wounded in the shoulder, pointed in agony towards the lifeless body of his wife, Ashley Smiley, lying on the floor of their daughter Carly Gregg's bedroom. "Oh God, she shot her mother. She killed her mother." Heath's screams echoed through the phone, a chilling testament to the unfolding tragedy. Carly Gregg, 14, was not a typical rebellious teenager. Friends and teachers described her as intelligent, friendly, and full of energy. She excelled in her studies, participated in numerous extracurricular activities, and had many friends. Ashley Smiley, Carly's mother, was a beloved teacher at the very school Carly attended. The mother-daughter duo shared a deep bond, seemingly inseparable. Heath Smiley, though a stepfather, treated Carly as his own, even receiving a Father's Day card from her that read, "Thank you, Dad, for being the only real father I've ever had." From the outside, this family appeared to be a model of suburban harmony and happiness. However, darkness lurked within Carly's mind, stemming from her biological father, Kevin Gregg, a man diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, a condition Ashley always feared might be inherited by her daughter. Beneath the perfect facade, Carly had been silently struggling with mental health issues since the fall of 2023. She began experiencing difficulties sleeping, plagued by chaotic thoughts and severe depression. She engaged in self-harm by cutting herself and wrote disturbing entries in her journal. "I think I had a psychotic episode today. I talked to one of the voices in my head." Heath and Ashley noticed the changes in their daughter and decided to seek medical help in December 2023. Carly was prescribed Zoloft to treat her anxiety and depression. However, by March 2024, she complained that the medication made her feel paralyzed and like a zombie. On March 13, her doctor switched her to Lexapro. Instead of improving, Carly's condition worsened. She became agitated, restless, and out of control. The fateful day of March 19 began like any other. A friend of Carly's at school expressed concern to Ashley about Carly's frequent use of marijuana through a vape device and her possession of a secret phone to communicate with boys. Ashley, though worried, remained calm. She may have intended to confront Carly or search her room when they returned home. Security camera footage from the garage showed no signs of argument between mother and daughter as they entered the house. However, something triggered Carly that afternoon. According to the security footage, after returning home, Ashley went straight to Carly's room, while Carly took the family dog to the backyard. Upon returning, Carly quietly checked her mother's location before quickly heading to her parents' bedroom. There, she retrieved a .357 Magnum revolver stored in a small compartment beside Ashley's bed, a gun always kept loaded. With the gun concealed behind her back, Carly slowly approached her mother. The kitchen camera captured her glancing around, ensuring Ashley was still in the bedroom. Then she entered. 3 gunshots rang out. Carly shot her mother twice, and as Ashley fell to the floor, she approached and fired a 3rd shot into her mother's face from less than a meter away. After killing her mother, Carly acted with chilling calmness. She went to the kitchen, took Ashley's phone, and texted Heath, "When are you coming home, honey?" pretending to be her mother, adding a thumbs up emoji when Heath replied that he would be home a bit late. She even made FaceTime calls to a few friends, telling them she had messed up and invited one of them over. When the friend arrived, Carly casually asked, "Are you afraid of dead bodies?" and led them to the room where Ashley's body lay with a red cloth covering her face and her hands crossed over her stomach. Resembling a pose in a coffin, she told her friend, "I shot her 3 times. I have 3 bullets left for my stepdad. He's on his way home." Carly instructed her friend to hide in the backyard while she waited for Heath to finish the job. As Heath entered the house, Carly was waiting with the gun. She shot him, the bullet striking his shoulder, mere inches from his head. Despite his wound, Heath managed to shout, "Carly, "It's me. Dad, what's going on?" But Carly only screamed incoherently. During the struggle, Heath managed to disarm her, and Carly fled through the back door. The garage camera captured her jumping over the fence, followed by her frightened friend. Police found Carly shortly afterward, emerging from a nearby storm drain. Despite the horrific crime she had just committed, Carly appeared eerily calm. She asked the officer, "How's my stepdad?" but made no mention of her mother. She cooperated as she was handcuffed and even expressed curiosity about Heath's condition. Within less than 2 hours of shooting her stepfather, Carly was taken into custody. She was charged with first-degree murder for the death of Ashley Smiley, attempted murder for the attack on Heath Smiley, and tampering with evidence for hiding the kitchen security camera in the refrigerator. Notably, the entire incident was captured by the home's security system, providing clear evidence of Carly's actions. Carly, though only 15 at the time of her trial in September 2024, was held in an adult facility just 6 months after the incident. Tried as an adult, she was kept in solitary confinement throughout her pretrial detention, with no contact except her lawyer. The prosecution presented a clear-cut case. Carly acted with premeditation and manipulation. From retrieving the gun and checking her mother's location to sending the deceptive text to Heath. The security footage showed her chilling composure after killing her mother, along with her friend's testimony about her statement, "I have 3 bullets left for my stepdad," all of which supported the argument that Carly knew exactly what she was doing. Carly's defense team, led by attorney Bridget Todd, argued that she was temporarily insane due to mental illness and the side effects of her medication. They called a single psychological expert who diagnosed Carly with bipolar disorder and claimed that Lexapro had induced a psychotic state. Carly's journal was presented as evidence, with an entry from March 12 reading, "I think I had a psychotic episode. I talked to one of the voices in my head." The expert asserted that Carly was unaware of the wrongfulness of her actions at the time of the crime. However, the prosecution strongly refuted this with testimony from 4 other psychological experts. They pointed out that Carly had never reported hallucinations or memory loss during previous therapy sessions. And her actions, such as sending the deceptive text and hiding the camera, demonstrated calculation, not psychosis. One expert concluded, her actions were deceitful and intentional, inconsistent with a state of psychosis or loss of control. After 4 days of trial, the jury took less than 2 hours to reach a verdict. Carly Gregg was found guilty on all 3 counts: first-degree murder, attempted murder, and tampering with evidence. She was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole for both the murder and attempted murder charges, to be served consecutively. Her legal team filed an appeal, which was denied, and they are currently seeking further appeals based on her mental health status. The case of Carly Gregg sent shockwaves through the community of Brandon. Many struggled to believe that a bright and cheerful girl could commit such a heinous act. Some demanded justice, labeling her an evil monster, while others questioned whether a 14-year-old should bear full responsibility, especially given signs of mental illness. Ashley's death left a profound void in the school where she was remembered as a sweet and kind teacher. Heath, though he survived, faced the devastating loss of his wife and the betrayal by his stepdaughter. This case serves as a stark reminder of the complexities of adolescent mental health. While Carly's actions were inexcusable, factors such as medication changes, genetic predisposition from her biological father, and unaddressed psychological stress contributed to the tragedy. Her solitary confinement before trial further highlighted flaws in the justice system. As Carly begins her life behind bars, one can only hope that this tragedy will prompt society to pay greater attention to early intervention and support for vulnerable youth, preventing similar storms in the future.